They're going to jail, and they couldn't take your life. But God can take theirs instantly. Spiritual wisdom. No weapon formed against you shall prosper. This powerful scripture reminds us that when you walk with purpose, no force can truly defeat you. Welcome to Spiritual Wisdom, where we explore the profound truth behind life's battles and divine justice. In today's video, we'll uncover why those who plotted against you are facing the consequences of their actions, and why their schemes could never break you. As you watch, think about this. How have you seen the power of divine protection in your own life? Share your experiences in the comments. Your story might inspire someone else to keep going. Let's dive in and uncover the wisdom that will help you embrace your resilience and thrive. Number 1. They wrote the script, but God directed the plot twist. Some people believe they hold the pen to your life story, certain they can script your downfall and write the final chapter to suit their agenda. They strategize, plot, and orchestrate moments they believe will bring you to your knees, imagining your destruction as the triumphant climax of their plan. But here's the truth they fail to grasp. The pen has always been in God's hands. They may try to steal the spotlight and dictate the narrative, but God, the master storyteller, excels at delivering plot twists that leave their plans in ruins. While they envision your defeat, God is already preparing a divine shift in the story, a spiritual awakening that will redefine not just your ending, but the entire arc of your journey. They set their trap, convinced it's airtight, thinking they've cornered you. The climax they envisioned, where you stumble and fall, seems so close that they begin to celebrate prematurely. But here's where the divine twist takes center stage. God steps in, flipping the narrative so abruptly that the story no longer revolves around your struggle, but your triumph. The very tools they fashioned to bring you down become the instruments of their undoing. The pit they dug for you, they fall into it themselves. This isn't karma or coincidence. It's the intentional work of a higher power directing every turn of events with precision and purpose. And it doesn't happen gradually. When God steps in, the shift is sudden, undeniable, and absolute. The power they thought they wielded vanishes like smoke, and they're left scrambling, wondering how their carefully crafted plan fell apart so spectacularly. It's in this divine reversal that God's purpose is revealed, not to humiliate them, but to exalt you. While they're stuck in the wreckage of their schemes, you're walking in a new season of victory. You're thriving, not just picking up the pieces, but building a future that surpasses even your own expectations. This plot twist isn't merely a moment of vindication. It's a spiritual lesson. It's a reminder that no one, not even the most determined adversaries, can dictate the story of someone marked by God. Your purpose was authored long before their plans took shape, and their attempts to control your life are nothing more than footnotes in a story of divine power and grace. In modern life, this lesson carries profound relevance. As we navigate toxic environments, workplace betrayals, or personal attacks, we must remember that the spiritual realm is at work, even when it feels like the odds are stacked against us. The challenges we face are not signs of abandonment, but opportunities for God to demonstrate His unmatched sovereignty. So, when people try to script your demise, keep the faith. Their plans are temporary, but God's purpose for your life is eternal. Comment below, "I will keep the faith." Trust that the same God who directed all your past victories is still writing new chapters for your future. Hold on to the knowledge that the twists and turns they could never have predicted are designed not only to elevate you, but to affirm your spiritual awakening and strengthen your connection with the divine. And as the story unfolds, let your life serve as a testament to the truth that the author of your purpose writes with a power that no enemy can erase. Number 2. Your life is covered in layers. They can't see. Your life is wrapped in layers they cannot see. And this is not just a poetic notion. It's a truth rooted in spirituality and spiritual growth. People may think they have you figured out, believing their schemes, words, or actions can break you. But they fail to grasp the immense force shielding you. You're not standing here alone. Your very being is surrounded by layers of divine protection so profound that their efforts to harm you are as futile as throwing stones at the sky. These layers are your purpose, your destiny, and your spiritual armor. They are why their plans crumble, why you stand tall after every attack, and why the weapons aimed at you seem to backfire on those who wield them. This isn't mere coincidence. It's a testament to the power that guides and protects you. Think of it like this. There's a reason you've survived storms that were meant to destroy you. You've endured betrayals, insults, and traps designed to break you. Yet here you are, stronger and more determined than ever. Why? Because your purpose is not something that can be rewritten or erased by anyone. Purpose isn't just a motivational buzzword. It's a shield, a divine layer of energy that guards your life and propels you forward. The spiritual armor you wear absorbs every negative word, deflects every malicious plan, and turns every act of betrayal into a stepping stone for your growth. Even if they could see this armor, they wouldn't know how to dismantle it, because it's not of this world. It's a gift from above, a manifestation of your chosen path. Consider the story of a young entrepreneur who faced relentless criticism and sabotage from competitors. They spread rumors, tried to undercut her business, and plotted her downfall. But no matter how hard they tried, her business thrived. Customers remained loyal, new opportunities emerged, and the very lies meant to ruin her became the foundation of her stronger reputation. She later reflected on how her faith and sense of purpose kept her grounded, unshaken by the chaos around her. Her spiritual growth allowed her to see these attacks not as threats, but as confirmations of the divine protection over her life. This story resonates because it mirrors the spiritual truth that what is meant for you cannot be taken away by others. The layers of protection, your purpose, your faith, your divine destiny, are what keep you moving forward. Now ask yourself, what are the storms in your life trying to teach you about your own spiritual layers? Do you let the actions of others define your worth? Or do you trust in a higher power that protects and guides you? These questions are not just rhetorical. They are an invitation to reflect on the power you carry, the protection you are surrounded by, and the purpose that defines your path. Remember, every time they attack you, they expose their own limitations. Their weapons will never be enough because your life is covered with many layers of sacred protection. These layers not only keep you safe, they empower you to grow, develop, and fulfill your chosen purpose. Let this be your lesson. Trust the unseen, embrace your spiritual growth, and never doubt the power of your purpose. Comment below, I believe in this journey, and let's continue together. Number 3. Your survival was their undoing. Your survival is more than just a testament to your strength. It's a declaration of spiritual wisdom and divine protection that can't be denied. When they plotted against you, they believed in their power, thinking they could orchestrate your downfall and turn your pain into their triumph. They were so consumed by their schemes that they failed to see the bigger picture. But the moment you emerged unscathed, standing tall, despite their best efforts, everything they thought they controlled began to unravel. Their failure wasn't just a misstep. It was a catastrophic backfire, and the weight of that reality now rests heavily on their shoulders. Your survival strikes at the heart of their identity. They built their arrogance on the belief that they could manipulate outcomes, that they could extinguish your light. And yet, here you are, shining brighter than ever. Every step you take forward is a reminder of their limitations and a glaring sign that there is a power far greater than them at work. As Mahatma Gandhi once said, "Truth never damages a cause that is just. Your resilience, rooted in truth and guided by divine wisdom, dismantles their illusions of control. Consider this. Why is it that your survival bothers them so deeply? It's not just that their plans failed. It's that your very existence forces them to confront a truth they'd rather ignore, that their power was an illusion, and your strength comes from a source they can neither understand nor overcome. Every breath you take is a reflection of God's protection, a reminder that they miscalculated in the worst way possible. They never anticipated that the hand of the divine was shielding you, preserving you for a purpose greater than anything they could imagine. This realization isn't just a loss for them, it's their undoing. They must grapple with the permanence of their defeat, knowing that they can't reverse what has happened or erase the evidence of their failure. As you thrive, their sense of control crumbles further. The more you rise, the more they're forced to face the reckoning of their own actions. And here's the real spiritual wisdom. Their attempt to harm you only highlighted the greatness of the divine plan over your life. What they intended for evil, God turned into something profoundly good. So ask yourself, what does your survival mean in the grander scheme of things? Could it be that you were preserved not just to overcome, but to inspire others to see the hand of God in their own struggles? As the late Maya Angelou said, "I can be changed by what happens to me, but I refuse to be reduced by it." Your story isn't just about endurance, it's about transformation, a victory that turns pain into purpose. Let your survival be a beacon, not just of resilience, but of hope and faith. Every challenge you overcome is a reminder that divine justice prevails, and that no scheme against you can stand when you're walking in alignment with God's plan. Remember, their failure to take your life is proof that your life is guarded by a power far greater than their schemes. And in the end, God can take from them in an instant what they spent a lifetime trying to achieve through manipulation. Keep thriving, keep rising, and let your story of survival become a powerful testament to the spiritual wisdom that sustains you. If this message resonates with you, don't forget to like this video and share it with others who might need these great values. Let's continue this conversation and go deeper into what these values really mean. Number 4. Karma works on divine speed, not human patience. Karma operates not with haste, but with precision, guided by the hand of divine speed and the wisdom of spiritual awakening. When those who have wronged you appear to flourish, it can feel like justice is asleep. But this perception stems from human impatience, not spiritual understanding. Divine timing is not about immediate gratification. It's about crafting a reckoning so profound that it transforms. While you are focusing on mending the pieces of your life and stepping into your spiritual growth, those who sought to harm you are unwittingly constructing their own downfall. Their lies, manipulations, and misuse of power do not vanish into the ether. They are seeds that will sprout consequences they cannot escape. God's timing and karma's approach are not reactions driven by vengeance, but by profound lessons that last a lifetime. Every delay, every moment when it feels like the scales of justice remain unbalanced, is a moment of preparation. Karma isn't slow, it's deliberate, ensuring that when the consequences arrive, they leave no room for denial or avoidance. It's not a fleeting punishment, but a permanent reminder of choices made and the costs they incurred. When the reckoning comes, it doesn't merely touch their lives. It dismantles everything they falsely built, brick by brick, leaving no foundation for deception or harm to thrive again. This spiritual awakening calls for patience, for the understanding that the divine sees all, and nothing escapes its timing. The traps they set for you were merely steps closer to their own undoing, and the harm they intended for you has become the shadow that follows them. In modern life, we often rush to see immediate results, seeking closure or proof of justice. but true power lies in releasing the burden of retribution to the divine, trusting that karma's strategy is far more thorough than we can imagine. While they are ensnared by the consequences of their actions, you are rising spiritually, emotionally, and on purpose. Your healing and growth are not just a response to the pain, but a testament to the strength of your spirit. God's hand guides the timing of every consequence, ensuring that no wrong goes unaddressed and no right remains unrewarded. The energy they misused will always return, reshaped as the weight of accountability. So take this moment to focus on your journey, to align yourself with higher vibrations, and to embrace the peace that comes from knowing karma never misses. Trust in the process of spiritual timing, for it is never late and always precise. Their reckoning will arrive not as an act of revenge, but as a lesson they cannot ignore, crafted by divine hands to teach and transform. And when it does, you'll be walking in your power, stronger and unshaken, a living example of resilience and faith. I would love to hear your thoughts on this. What is your perspective on the importance of this value? Share your insights and let's continue this conversation. Number 5. Their lives are the currency they didn't know they gambled. Their relentless pursuit of control over your life has unknowingly set them on a self-destructive path, where the very actions they took to harm you have become the weight of their own undoing. Consumed by jealousy, manipulation, and schemes, they gambled their integrity, peace, and ultimately their lives, believing their plans were flawless. Yet, in their arrogance, they overlooked a universal truth. No one escapes divine justice. God observes all and every lie they told, every act of betrayal, and every attempt to twist reality in their favor was a debt being silently recorded. They thought they were untouchable, placing their faith in their ability to outmaneuver you. But in the spiritual realm, intentions matter more than strategies, and their actions were planting seeds of destruction in their own lives. Think about this. In the world of finance, a person can spend recklessly on credit, enjoying temporary pleasures while ignoring the accumulating debt until the bill comes due. Similarly, their actions were like spending from a spiritual account they didn't even know was dwindling. Every time they tried to harm you, they weren't just risking their reputation, they were betting their very lives. God's justice doesn't operate on human timelines, but on divine wisdom, and when the moment of reckoning arrives, it is both swift and undeniable. Their obsession with breaking you blinded them to the fact that they were dismantling their own stability. Every step they took to push you down was, in reality, a step toward their own collapse. Consider a modern-day story that reflects this truth. A highly ambitious executive at a prestigious company once plotted to ruin a colleague's career, spreading false rumors and sabotaging projects to climb the corporate ladder. For a while, it seemed like the plan worked. The colleague was sidelined, and the executive rose to a position of power. But what the executive didn't realize was that their lies had created a toxic workplace environment. And when the truth eventually surfaced, it was their downfall. Not only did they lose their job, but they also damaged their reputation irreparably, losing the respect of their peers and the career they had worked so hard to build. This story illustrates how manipulative actions can backfire, leaving the perpetrator to face consequences far greater than they anticipated. The same principle applies spiritually. God's justice doesn't just stop at exposing lies, it reclaims balance, ensuring that those who harm others face the weight of their actions. The lesson here is profound. Focusing on harming someone else only shifts you further from your own spiritual growth. Ask yourself, what seeds are you planting with your actions and intentions? Are they seeds of peace and compassion, or are they seeds of destruction and arrogance? This is a reminder that your energy should never be wasted on retaliation or fear, but channeled toward your own journey of spiritual awakening. Let this be your takeaway. Trust in God's timing and justice. The people who tried to break you will face the consequences of their actions, because spiritual debts are always paid in full. Keep your focus on growth, healing, and staying aligned with your higher purpose. By doing so, you not only protect yourself from their negativity, but also ensure that your own spiritual journey continues to thrive. In the end, the power of divine justice proves that no harm done to you can go unanswered, and no effort to grow spiritually will ever be wasted. Share your story or simply type, "I am growing," if you're committed to using every moment to improve yourself. Let's keep this conversation going. I can't wait to hear your insights. Number 6. God can snap strings they didn't know existed. Have you ever encountered people who thrive on their arrogance, control, and ego, believing they are untouchable? They behave as though they're the puppeteers of life, pulling strings to manipulate relationships, outcomes, and even the futures of others. But here's the truth they fail to recognize. Those strings they're so dependent on are not as secure as they think. Their entire foundation is fragile, propped up by deceit, manipulation, and the systems they've crafted to serve their ego. Yet what they don't see is that God, the ultimate authority, can intervene at any moment. And when he does, he doesn't need a courtroom, a lengthy debate, or even a warning. God can snap those strings in an instant, leaving them dangling in the very traps they set for others. Have you ever wondered what it looks like when their illusions unravel? Think about this. The power they cling to, their influence, and their sense of control are not as unshakable as they appear. Their power is built on connections that can fade, lies that can be exposed, and authority that can be stripped away without notice. God operates on a level far beyond human comprehension, and he doesn't play by their rules. As C.S. Lewis once said, "You can't go back and change the beginning, but you can start where you are and change the ending." And sometimes God changes their ending for them. The process is both subtle and devastating. At first, they may not even notice it happening. A key ally abandons them, a carefully crafted lie collapses, or a long-buried secret is suddenly revealed. By the time they realize the strings they've been pulling are fraying, it's too late. Their carefully constructed world begins to fall apart. God's intervention is not about theatrics or grand gestures. It's about precision. He doesn't just snap the visible strings, the ones they've knowingly manipulated. He cuts the ones they didn't even know existed. Their inner pride, their false sense of invincibility, and the illusion that they were ever truly in control are shattered. And when those hidden strings are severed, the impact is far more profound. They're not just left powerless, they're exposed. Every ounce of authority they believed they held is stripped away, leaving them vulnerable and face to face with the ultimate truth. They were never the ones holding the strings. The strings were holding them, and God was always the one in control. So, let me ask you, have you ever witnessed someone so consumed by their own power that they failed to see their downfall coming? It's a sobering reminder that spiritual wisdom teaches us humility and trust in divine timing. While they may have thought they could take your life, manipulate your path, or silence your truth, remember this: God's justice is swift and his power is unmatched. As Proverbs 16:18 tells us, pride goes before destruction, a haughty spirit before a fall. When God intervenes, it's not just about breaking their power. It's about restoring balance, revealing truth, and reminding everyone who truly holds control. Can you feel the weight of that realization? The awareness that God's plan for your life is unstoppable, no matter who tries to stand in your way. Trust in that spiritual wisdom, because when God moves, nothing and no one can hinder his work. If this message resonates with you, don't forget to like this video and share it with others. Number 7. They're chained by the consequences. They believed they could bind you, not with physical chains, but with the heavy links of betrayal, manipulation, and deceit. Every step they took to undermine your peace, every calculated word and action meant to trap you, was laced with arrogance and malice. They operated under the illusion that their power was supreme, that their plots were foolproof, and that their chains would forever hold you captive. But they forgot one crucial spiritual truth. The universe, guided by divine justice, always turns deceit back on the deceiver. The very chains they forged for you have wrapped tightly around their own wrists, dragging them into a pit of consequences they never anticipated. The walls they built to isolate you have now become their prison, leaving them unable to escape the burden of their own actions. Every lie they spun became a thread in the web that now ensnares them, and every effort to dismantle your strength has tightened the noose around their own neck. Their arrogance blinded them to a higher law, the spiritual law of cause and effect, where intentions fueled by malice will always return to their source. They underestimated the resilience of someone walking in alignment with divine purpose, someone like you, who has experienced a spiritual awakening that transcends their schemes. While they plotted your destruction, they unknowingly built their own downfall, brick by brick. Their manipulation didn't shatter you, it only exposed their fragility. Their weapons of deceit were always destined to turn inward, becoming the very tools of their undoing. The irony is profound. The trap they meticulously crafted to capture you has become the cell they now inhabit. They thought they held the power to dictate your destiny, but they didn't realize that the spiritual journey you've embraced has made you untouchable in ways they could never understand. The chains they attempted to fasten around you have not only broken, but rebounded with greater force, leaving them bound to the weight of their own selfishness and cruelty. It's as though their every move deepened the grave they dug, pulling them further into a cycle of consequences they cannot escape. And now, they sit in the midst of their own chaos, unable to sever the ties to the pain they caused. This is not just poetic justice. It is a lesson in the immutable truth of spiritual laws. Those who act out of malice will always reap what they sow. For you, this is a reminder that your strength lies not in revenge, but in your unshakable connection to divine grace. While their actions may have tested you, your resilience has been strengthened. You have risen above their schemes, not as a victim, but as a victor who understands that spiritual awakening transforms suffering into strength. Let their downfall be a powerful message. No chains of deceit, no web of manipulation can hold down a person whose life is anchored in divine purpose. Continue on your path with faith, knowing that those who seek to harm you cannot escape the consequences of their actions. Their prison is of their own making, but your freedom is a testament to the unbreakable power of truth and grace. Comment below, "I choose freedom," so we can connect on this amazing journey together. Number 8. Their victory was a mirage. Their triumph was never real. It was merely an illusion, a fleeting mirage in the vast desert of truth. They schemed, manipulated, and plotted, walking tall in the glow of their perceived success, believing they had outmaneuvered you at every turn. Their egos swelled with pride, and they mistook their temporary gains as proof of their superiority. But what they failed to see is that their so-called victory was built on fragile ground, a house of cards destined to collapse. God was never fooled by their shallow victories. He watched silently, allowing them to revel in their momentary highs, not out of indifference, but as part of his greater plan. While they celebrated, confident in their illusions, God was already setting the stage for a reckoning that only he could deliver. In the same way a storm reveals the weaknesses in a foundation, the truth will always expose deception. Their success, built on lies and manipulation, was like a sandcastle at the edge of the sea, beautiful for a moment, but helpless against the tide. God's justice doesn't arrive with haste or drama. It unfolds with quiet inevitability, ensuring the lessons sink deep. What they believed to be power and invincibility was nothing more than the prelude to their downfall. They felt untouchable, but God's truth cannot be avoided, bargained with, or bent to fit personal agendas. It stands as an unshakable force, one that brings clarity and correction in its time. Think about modern life. How often do we see people flaunting success that's hollow at its core? Consider the story of a colleague who cut corners, lied about their achievements, and climbed the ladder quickly, only to be exposed when their foundation of deceit couldn't support the weight of reality. Their downfall wasn't immediate, but it was certain. In those moments it becomes clear that while people may fool others and even themselves, they cannot fool God. Spirituality teaches us to trust in divine timing and justice, even when we can't see it immediately. It's a call to remain steadfast, to hold on to faith, and to avoid lowering ourselves to the tactics of those who act without integrity. So, let me ask you this. When faced with injustice or betrayal, do you allow yourself to become bitter, or do you trust in God's plan? Do you believe in the quiet, inevitable power of spiritual growth to overcome the temporary victories of those who operate in deceit? These are not easy questions, but they invite reflection and a deeper understanding of our journey. The truth is, God doesn't need to rush justice, because His justice is eternal and perfect. In the end, their so-called victory will be remembered for what it truly was: a mirage, a fleeting deception that left them hollow and broken when the truth emerged. For you, the lesson is clear. Remain rooted in truth and faith, for God's foundation is the only one that stands unshaken. Trust in His timing, grow spiritually through your trials, and know that no matter how dark the night, the dawn of truth is always near. What may feel like a loss today is often just a step toward a greater victory, orchestrated by the one who sees all and judges rightly. Let this inspire you to rise above, anchored in the knowledge that God's truth and justice are unyielding and always prevail. If this message resonates with you, don't forget to like this video and share it with others who might need these great values. Let's continue this conversation and go deeper into what these values really mean. Number 9. The public falls from a private plot. When people conspire against you in the dark, thinking they can hide their intentions and escape accountability, they often underestimate the power of divine justice. What they plot in secrecy, God reveals in clarity, and their private schemes become public spectacles of failure. Think about this. How often do we see those who act with arrogance and deceit meet their downfall in a way that everyone can witness? It's no coincidence. For there is nothing hidden that will not be disclosed, and nothing concealed that will not be known or brought out into the open. Luke 8:17. Their plans, so carefully crafted in the shadows, are dismantled in the light of truth, and their fall is anything but quiet. It's an earth-shaking revelation for all to see. They thought their manipulations were unshakable, that their lies would remain untouchable. But spiritual wisdom teaches us that God's justice is not bound by human schemes. His timing is perfect, and when He moves, it's undeniable. Imagine the scene. What they built on lies and deception crumbles in front of the very people they sought to fool. Their carefully curated image, their reputation, their influence, all of it is stripped away, leaving them exposed and vulnerable. Do you see how divine intervention works here? God doesn't just expose the action, He unveils the intention, ensuring that the lesson resonates not only with them, but with everyone watching. And when their fall comes, it's not in the quiet privacy they would prefer, but in the blazing light of public scrutiny. Now let me ask you this. How many times have you seen someone's harmful actions eventually catch up with them? Doesn't it remind you of the law of cause and effect? That what we sow, we eventually reap? They couldn't take your life no matter how hard they tried, because God's protection over you is greater than their schemes. But think about this. It's not just about you. It's about the spiritual wisdom of understanding that God fights your battles in ways you cannot imagine. While they sought to harm you, they only harmed themselves. What they intended as a weapon to bring you down has become their downfall. Their arrogance blinded them, and they failed to see that no one escapes the justice of a righteous God. Their attempts to salvage what remains only make things worse, and every move they make digs them deeper into the pit they created for you. It's like Proverbs 26:27 says, "Whoever digs a pit will fall into it. If someone rolls a stone, it will roll back on them." God ensures that their actions carry consequences, and these consequences unfold on a stage where the whole world can see. Their downfall isn't just a lesson for them. It's a testament to everyone watching what happens when you try to undermine someone protected by divine grace. How does it feel to know that God not only sees, but acts on your behalf? This is spiritual wisdom in action, trusting that you don't need to fight battles in the flesh, because God's justice is far greater than anything you could achieve on your own. When their schemes fall apart and their lies are revealed, you realize that their greatest mistake was thinking they could outmaneuver divine truth. And so, as their plans unravel, you are reminded to stand firm, keep your faith, and know that God's light always triumphs over darkness. Their loud fall is a reminder that in the end, truth wins and justice is served, not in whispers, but in resounding clarity. And if you feel inspired by this message, type, "I trust the process," as a way to affirm your strength, patience, and commitment to growth. Let's grow together. Number 10. Their sentence starts with silence. The journey to their downfall didn't start when the gavel fell or the cuffs snapped around their wrists. It began much earlier, in the quiet moments when their schemes began to crumble under the weight of their own intentions. That silence, the eerie absence of triumph, becomes deafening. It's the kind of silence that doesn't offer peace, but instead amplifies failure, echoing with the truth they've tried so desperately to avoid. They thought they had the power to break you, but every calculated move against you led them nowhere. The imagined applause never came, and instead, they are left to sit in the void they created, staring into the emptiness of their own failure. This silence isn't just stillness. It's a spiritual awakening of sorts, though not the kind that brings light. It forces them to confront a reality they can no longer escape. They lost, and their loss wasn't just about failing to destroy you, it was about destroying themselves. In that profound stillness, the weight of divine justice starts to unfold. The silence becomes a mirror, reflecting back their own guilt, their own emptiness, and their own lack of control. They are forced to face the uncomfortable truth. You are spiritually protected, shielded by a force they can't comprehend or manipulate. This isn't about you retaliating or seeking vengeance. It's about the spiritual laws that govern all things, showing them that the energy they poured into harming you has boomeranged back with a force they weren't prepared to handle. Their conscience becomes their jailer, replaying every scheme, every lie, every act of cruelty in relentless loops. No external punishment can compare to the inescapable noise of their own thoughts screaming, "You couldn't take them down." This silence is not the end of their journey. It is merely the beginning of a spiritual reckoning. While the world may take time to catch up and see their eventual fall, their true sentence starts here, in the quiet agony of knowing that no matter how hard they tried, They couldn't overpower the divine light within you. They thought they could control the game, but the game was never theirs to play. As the noise of their ambition fades, they come face to face with the undeniable. They are not in control. In modern life, where so many chase power, wealth, or influence at any cost, this is a lesson for us all. Those who attempt to climb by tearing others down ultimately find that their ascent is a hollow one, and their empire of lies is built on sand. For those of you who've been wronged, know this silence, when guided by spiritual wisdom, is louder than any accusation. Let your energy and your faith speak for you. You don't need to fight every battle. Sometimes, simply standing in your truth is enough. Let them battle their own conscience while you rise above, growing stronger, wiser, and more aligned with your divine purpose. The spiritual awakening they face is a harsh one, but for you, it's a moment of peace, a reminder that divine justice is always working, even in ways you can't yet see. Their silence becomes your vindication, and their downfall is a testament to the power of faith and resilience. So keep walking your path, knowing that what is meant for you will never be taken, and those who tried to harm you will be left to wrestle with their own darkness. In the end, the silence will tell the story better than words ever could. If this message resonates with you, don't forget to like this video and share it with others who might need these great values. Let's continue this conversation and go deeper into what these values really mean. Number 11. Their end is as loud as their intentions. The noise of their intentions was deafening, bold, brash, and unapologetic. They moved through life with an air of dominance, seeking to manipulate and destroy without fear of consequence. Their actions were calculated, their cruelty undeniable, and they left a wake of chaos wherever they went. But here's the truth. No matter how loud their intentions, no matter how deeply they tried to root their schemes, God's justice is always louder. It isn't rushed, it isn't chaotic, but it is deliberate and undeniable. And when it arrives, it will shake the very foundation of their arrogance. It won't come as a whisper or a hidden event in the shadows. It will be a reckoning, a public unveiling of every misdeed and every lie, exposing the truth for all to see. Think about the lives of those who misuse power in modern society. Perhaps a corporate leader who exploits workers, or someone in a position of trust who abuses it for personal gain. For a while, it might seem as though they're invincible, that their deceit and manipulation allow them to prosper without consequence. But history and spirituality remind us otherwise. Consider the tale of a high-powered executive who embezzled funds, hurting countless families in the process. For years, they seemed untouchable, shielded by their wealth and influence. Yet, when justice came, it was swift and undeniable, stripping away their illusions of control and leaving them to face the repercussions of their actions. In the end, they couldn't take from others without consequences, and the same power they wielded to harm became the very force that led to their downfall. God's justice is not confined by human timelines or limitations. When it moves with precision. Those who believe they can escape accountability by manipulating people, systems, or even their narrative forget that the truth cannot be silenced. Their schemes, no matter how elaborate, will collapse under the weight of divine justice. Spirituality teaches us that every action carries energy, and the energy they poured into chaos and destruction will return to them, multiplied. Their downfall will reflect the magnitude of their misdeeds, and the same volume with which they carried out their intentions will echo in their undoing. So what about you? Have you ever witnessed someone who seemed to live without regard for others, only to face a moment when everything came crashing down? What lessons did you take from their story? These moments serve as reminders that spiritual growth is not just about seeking peace, but also about trusting that justice will come in its own time. They remind us to act with integrity, even when no one is watching, because God's timing sees beyond the surface. Justice is not ours to deliver, and vengeance is not ours to seek. Trust the process of divine timing and know that those who sought to harm you, dominate you, or break you will face the consequences of their choices. Use this understanding to focus on your own spiritual growth and energy, pouring your efforts into becoming stronger, kinder, and more aligned with your higher purpose. Let their noise be a testament to the emptiness of their path, while you walk boldly toward the peace and purpose that only comes with living a life of integrity and faith. God's justice is loud, profound, and undeniable, and when it speaks, it leaves no room for doubt. I would love to hear your thoughts on this. What is your perspective on the importance of this value? Share your insights, and let's continue this conversation. Number 12. God doesn't play symmetry. God doesn't play with symmetry, and His justice is unlike anything we can imagine. When someone comes into your life to harm you, whether they try to take your peace, your purpose, or even your very life, God doesn't respond with a simple eye for an eye. Instead, His justice is layered with spiritual wisdom, grounded in truth, and aimed at restoring what was broken in a way that far surpasses human understanding. They may have thought their actions would be the final chapter in your story, but God saw it as merely the prologue to a greater testimony. He never allowed you to lose what was truly yours because, in His divine plan, it was never theirs to take in the first place. Now, think about this. While you've been on your knees praying, rebuilding your life and becoming stronger, their world has slowly started to crumble. The thing about God's justice is that it doesn't operate on human terms. It's not about getting even. It's about uncovering the truth and making sure everything is set right. The cruelty they dealt you came from a place of emptiness, but God, in His infinite power, turns that very emptiness into their downfall. The tools they used against you, the lies, manipulation, and control, will become the very things that destroy their false foundation. And yet, God doesn't just stop at protecting you. His justice elevates you, positioning you above the storm they tried to drown you in. Remember these words from Martin Luther King Jr. "The arc of the moral universe is long, but it bends toward justice." What does that mean for you? It means that even if the process seems slow, divine justice is inevitable. God isn't interested in quick fixes or surface-level solutions. His plan is about ultimate restoration, not only of what you lost, but of who you are. While they might lose their pride, their power, and everything they thought made them untouchable, you'll rise higher, not because you sought revenge, but because God's hand is on your life. So let me ask you, have you ever noticed how those who try to harm others are often consumed by their own actions? How their lives slowly unravel, not because of anything you've done, but because divine justice doesn't miss a thing. This isn't about wishing ill on anyone. It's about trusting God to handle what you cannot. His justice dismantles every lie and falsehood, leaving nothing but the truth in its place. God's justice is not a mirror reflecting their cruelty. It's a force that redefines the balance. It goes beyond what the human mind can grasp, turning their attempts to break you into stepping stones for your growth. As the Bible says in Romans 20:19, "Do not take revenge, my dear friends, but leave room for God's wrath, for it is written, 'It is mine to avenge, I will repay,' says the Lord." That's not just a promise, it's a reminder of His power. Trust in His process. The truth always comes to light, and His justice ensures that those who act in darkness will eventually face the consequences of their deeds. Meanwhile, you will continue to grow, heal, and rise into the purpose He's destined for you. And that, my friend, is the ultimate victory. In conclusion, remember that your journey has been one of resilience and divine purpose. While their attempts to harm you may have been relentless, they pale in comparison to the power of God's protection over your life. Their plans are temporary and fragile, but your calling is eternal and unshakable. Every battle you faced has prepared you to walk a path of strength, truth, and victory. Trust that God's justice is already at work, unraveling lies and breaking chains in ways they can't comprehend. Now, it's your turn to share. How has your faith carried you through moments of adversity? Let us know in the comments and inspire others with your story. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Spiritual Wisdom for more guidance on your spiritual journey. Together, let's continue to rise and walk boldly in truth and purpose. God bless you. Money flows effortlessly when you vibrate to this frequency, spiritual wisdom. What you think, you become. What you feel, you attract. What you imagine, you create. Buddha, welcome to Spiritual Wisdom. Today, we're diving into a powerful truth. Money flows effortlessly when you align with the right frequency. Have you ever felt like you're working harder than ever, but financial success still feels out of reach? The secret lies not just in effort, but in the energy you project. In this video, we'll uncover how shifting your vibration can transform your relationship with money. So, take a moment to reflect. How do you currently view money? Is it something that flows easily, or a source of struggle? Comment below and share your thoughts on how you plan to elevate your financial vibration. Let's journey together towards attracting effortless wealth. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell for more transformative insights. Reframing your mindset around money begins with recognizing that money is a form of energy, reacting to the vibrations you send out. If you find yourself in a pattern where working harder doesn't lead to increased wealth, it's time to elevate your frequency to align with abundance. This video will guide you in applying universal principles in practical ways to attract financial success. Your thoughts and emotions determine your vibrational frequency. Negative emotions push money away, while gratitude and self-assurance draw it in. By shifting limiting beliefs about wealth, taking action with the expectation of financial success, and cultivating a nurturing environment, you'll begin to resonate with abundance, allowing money to flow easily into your life. Embrace higher vibrations and watch as wealth effortlessly follows. To truly invite financial abundance into your life, it's crucial to recognize that your energetic vibration, shaped by your thoughts, emotions, and beliefs, plays a direct role in shaping your financial experiences. Your internal dialogue about money is the foundation upon which your wealth is built. When you foster a positive, healthy mindset around money, you naturally elevate your vibration to align with the frequency of financial prosperity, making it easier for wealth and opportunities to flow your way. Attracting abundance isn't solely about working harder or hustling. It's about tuning your inner state to resonate with wealth and success. One key aspect of this shift is transforming limiting beliefs, such as, "I can't afford that," into empowering affirmations like, "I have the ability to create wealth." By consciously replacing negative thoughts with statements of possibility and capability, you begin to attract new financial opportunities into your life. Remember, your thoughts create your reality, and a mindset rooted in abundance is essential for creating a life of financial freedom. Gratitude also plays a pivotal role in this process. When you express genuine appreciation for what you already possess, no matter how big or small, you naturally raise your vibration. This act of gratitude sends a powerful signal to the universe, that you are ready to receive even more blessings. Additionally, surrounding yourself with people, environments, and media that support your positive view of money will help you maintain this elevated vibrational state, which is vital for sustaining the flow of prosperity. In a world where negativity can easily infiltrate our thoughts, it is more important than ever to consciously focus on elevating your mindset around wealth. By integrating daily practices like meditation, positive affirmations, visualization, and mindfulness, you can rewire your mind to operate in harmony with the energy of abundance. Keep in mind that the energy you emit is the energy you attract. When you consistently focus on cultivating a high vibration, money and opportunities will naturally gravitate towards you. If this message resonates with you, leave a comment below with "Abundance awaits" to affirm your commitment to financial growth. And if you have a different perspective or thoughts to share, feel free to join the conversation. Together, let's elevate our collective financial vibration and create lives filled with prosperity and joy. Money is far more than just a tangible asset. It is a dynamic form of energy that mirrors your inner world, your thoughts, beliefs, and behaviors. To attract financial abundance into your life, the secret lies in aligning your energy with the vibration of prosperity. During a spiritual awakening, you become aware of the profound power of your mindset. If you hold the belief that money is scarce, difficult to attain, and only accessible through struggle, that is the energy you radiate, and it can create energetic blockages that prevent the flow of wealth. However, when you consciously shift your mindset to one of abundance, believing that wealth is infinite and accessible, you elevate your vibrational frequency, allowing money to circulate more freely into your experience. To begin harmonizing your energy with the frequency of financial abundance, it's essential to first foster a positive and open mindset. Start by setting clear, intentional, and specific financial goals. Take time to reflect on your current beliefs around money. Are these beliefs helping you or holding you back? Transform your actions to align with a confidence in abundance, rather than acting out of fear or a mindset of scarcity. When you consistently vibrate at the frequency of abundance, the universe will naturally respond by ushering wealth into your life in unexpected and profound ways. If this resonates with you, take a moment to affirm your intention to align with the energy of prosperity by commenting "abundance" below. Together, we can continue this transformational journey, inviting financial prosperity and abundance into every corner of our lives. Let's dive deeper into how your mindset about money directly impacts your financial success. For many, money is viewed as something elusive, difficult to earn, and constantly in short supply. This way of thinking creates a scarcity mindset, which operates at a lower energetic vibration, inevitably drawing more lack and limitation into their lives. But what if this perspective could shift? Imagine seeing money as not only abundant, but also readily available to you. By adopting this belief, you begin to align with a higher frequency, one that naturally attracts prosperity. Albert Einstein famously said, "Align with the frequency of the reality you desire, and you cannot help but achieve it." This powerful truth applies to money as well. When you shift your energy to vibrate at the frequency of abundance, you signal to the universe that you are open to receiving wealth, opportunities, and resources. It's not just about adopting a positive attitude. It's about genuinely believing that money will flow into your life with ease and grace. So, take a moment to reflect on your current thoughts around money. Are they dominated by fear, anxiety, or a sense of never having enough? Or do you hold the belief that money is plentiful and that you are deserving of financial success? By making a conscious decision to transform your mindset, affirming that wealth is easily accessible to you, and regularly visualizing yourself thriving financially, you'll begin to raise your vibrational frequency. And it's at this elevated frequency that abundance becomes a natural part of your reality. If this message resonates with you and you feel inspired to rethink your relationship with money, we invite you to comment below with "I attract wealth." Your engagement not only empowers you, but also helps us craft content that supports your journey toward greater financial abundance and success. One of the most significant barriers to achieving financial abundance lies in the limiting beliefs we've developed around money, often formed through past experiences or societal norms. Perhaps you've been conditioned to think that money is scarce, or that financial security can only come through relentless hard work. These beliefs, though deeply ingrained, are not permanent. As Tony Robbins wisely states, the only thing standing between you and what you desire is the story you keep repeating to yourself. So, ask yourself, what narrative have you been telling yourself about money? To truly manifest financial prosperity, the first step is to recognize and challenge those restrictive beliefs, then consciously replace them with thoughts that empower you. Take a moment to reflect on times when money has come to you effortlessly. If such instances feel few and far between, begin visualizing what it would be like to live in a constant state of financial abundance. Gratitude plays a pivotal role in this transformation. When you focus on the blessings you already have, you shift your energy from a mindset of scarcity to one of prosperity. As Eckhart Tolle beautifully reminds us, acknowledging the good that is already in your life is the foundation for all abundance. It's equally important to surround yourself with environments and people that reinforce a wealth-positive mindset. Immerse yourself in spaces where abundance is celebrated, and take inspired, decisive action when opportunities arise. Ralph Waldo Emerson famously said, "Once you make a decision, the universe conspires to make it happen." Understand that money is not an end goal, but rather a tool to help you realize your deeper aspirations. When you shift your focus from the pursuit of money to the freedom, opportunities, and joy it can create, you'll find that wealth flows to you more effortlessly. Jim Rohn wisely noted, "Success is not something you chase. It is something you attract by becoming the person you were meant to be." So, what energy are you projecting into the universe today? If you've already begun to challenge your limiting beliefs about money and experienced a shift in your financial reality, share your story in the comments to inspire others. And if you're just beginning this journey, comment with, "I'm ready to change." And let's embark on this path of transformation together. It's time to rewrite your money story and open yourself to the abundance you truly deserve. In today's rapidly evolving world, many of us find ourselves relentlessly pursuing greater financial success, chasing more wealth, more achievements, with the belief that sheer hard work is the only key to prosperity. While effort and dedication are important, true financial abundance stems from something far deeper: the cultivation of an abundance mindset, which is rooted in spiritual principles. Instead of focusing on what you lack, shift your attention to what you already possess and express sincere gratitude for those blessings. This simple yet profound act of gratitude elevates your emotional state, aligning you with the positive energy of wealth and prosperity. When you adopt this mindset, transitioning from one of scarcity to one of abundance, you naturally begin to attract financial opportunities. It becomes less about effort and more about the ease with which wealth flows into your life. By regularly practicing gratitude, you train your mind to recognize the opportunities that once seemed invisible, and as a result, money starts to come to you more freely. It's not just about working harder, it's about shifting your energy to match the vibration of financial prosperity. Spiritual teachings remind us that we are all part of a universal energy that connects everything. When you consciously tune into this energy with an abundant mindset, You tap into an infinite well of potential that can transform your financial reality. Gratitude is more than just a pleasant emotion. It's a powerful tool that raises your energetic frequency, drawing wealth and opportunities toward you. Begin by acknowledging the small blessings in your life, and you'll soon notice that your mindset begins to shift. As this transformation takes place, your external world will reflect it. Financial stress will diminish, and money will start flowing into your life with greater ease and consistency. Are you ready to make this powerful mindset shift and unlock the door to true financial abundance? If you are, I invite you to take the first step by affirming your commitment. Comment below with "I embrace abundance" and declare your readiness to embark on this transformative journey. Together, we'll cultivate a life where wealth is attracted effortlessly and prosperity becomes your natural state. Financial success goes beyond just accumulating material wealth. It's about tuning into the energy where money flows effortlessly. This requires aligning your mindset, emotions, and beliefs with abundance, a concept supported by both scientific and psychological principles. The energy of your thoughts directly influences your reality. By focusing on positive intentions and setting clear financial goals, you begin to vibrate at a frequency that naturally attracts wealth. The key is to release any limiting beliefs that suggest money is scarce or difficult to come by. Instead, embrace the belief that wealth is abundant and available to anyone open to receiving it. In today's fast-paced world, it's easy to fall into the trap of thinking that hard work alone leads to financial success. However, when your thoughts, goals, and actions resonate with the frequency of abundance, money flows with greater ease. Start by setting clear financial goals, visualize them every day, and truly feel the emotions that come with achieving them. This emotional alignment is essential in transforming your desires into reality. Remember, financial success is not just about working harder, it's about aligning your energy and mindset with abundance. Are you ready to embrace a mindset where wealth flows naturally into your life? Leave a comment below this video with the words, "I am ready to receive abundance." The foundation of financial success lies in transforming your beliefs about money from a mindset of lack to one of abundance. Many of us have been taught to see money as something scarce, which creates obstacles in attracting wealth. However, money is simply energy, and it responds to the vibrations you project. When you resonate with fear and scarcity, money tends to elude you. But when you align with confidence and abundance, it flows into your life effortlessly. To change your frequency, begin by reflecting on your current beliefs about money. If you see it as something difficult to come by, you're likely inviting financial struggles. Instead, embrace the notion that money is a tool for expansion and opportunity. This mental shift is a form of spiritual awakening, where you actively choose to align with abundance. Take Theyre, for example, a graphic designer who struggled financially despite her hard work. When she shifted her mindset and started viewing money as abundant energy, her financial situation dramatically improved. She began attracting higher-paying clients and new opportunities, all because her energy was vibrating at a higher level. So, ask yourself, what is your perspective on money? Do you view it as something limited or as energy that can easily flow into your life? By changing your mindset and resonating with abundance, you can completely transform your financial circumstances. Remember, money flows easily when you're in alignment with the right energy. If you realize that your current mindset has been shaped by scarcity, it's time for a change. Share your thoughts in the comments. Do you see money as limited or abundant? Type scarce if you feel it's limited, abundant if you believe it's plentiful, or shifting if you're in the process of changing your mindset. Let's spark the conversation and begin attracting the wealth you truly deserve. Cultivating a positive financial vibration begins with the power of visualization. Imagine yourself living the financial life you've always dreamed of, free from debt, financially secure, and abundant. This practice helps your mind start believing in the possibility of achieving your goals. The next step is to shift the way you speak about money. Use positive, grateful language and see money as a tool that empowers you rather than a source of worry. Setting well-defined, specific financial goals also plays a crucial role. When you're clear on what you want, you're sending a direct message to the universe to help manifest it into your life. Take, for instance, the story of Theyre. By shifting her mindset and approach to money, she transformed her financial situation. She visualized her goals, spoke about money with positivity, and established clear milestones. In just 3 years, she fulfilled her dream of becoming a homeowner. The lesson? A spiritual awakening involves recognizing your ability to attract financial abundance by aligning your energy with the vibration of wealth. If this message resonates with you, comment, "I am ready for abundance" below to affirm your commitment to aligning your vibration with financial prosperity. Let's move forward on this path together, embracing our inner power to attract the wealth and stability we deserve. Establishing clear financial objectives is vital. These objectives serve as a guiding path, transforming your dreams into tangible milestones. Without them, your visualization lacks focus and direction. As Tony Robbins wisely put it, setting goals is the first step in turning the invisible into the visible. So, what financial objectives are you setting today? Ensure they are specific, quantifiable, and aligned deeply with your desires. Patience and perseverance are key throughout this journey. Manifestation doesn't happen overnight. It demands consistent action and steadfast belief. Picture it like nurturing a tree. You plant the seed, care for it, and patiently wait for it to bear fruit. Calvin Coolidge once said, "Nothing in this world can take the place of persistence." Your energy matters as well. Are you operating at a frequency of abundance or scarcity? Gratitude amplifies your vibration and brings more wealth into your life. As Albert Einstein noted, match the frequency of the reality you want, and you cannot help but get that reality. So, attune yourself to the energy of abundance, define your goals, visualize them, and trust the universe to handle the rest. Wealth is poised to flow into your life effortlessly. Are you ready to embrace it? If so, comment below, "I set my goals," to affirm your commitment to this transformative journey of abundance and manifestation. Let's synchronize our energies with wealth and witness the magic unfold. To genuinely invite abundance into your life, having a positive mindset alone isn't sufficient. You also need practical financial skills. Spiritual awakening reveals that money, like any form of energy, flows smoothly when we are in tune with the right frequency. But this optimistic mindset must be coupled with financial knowledge, such as understanding how to budget, save, invest, and handle debt. Imagine someone who practices positive affirmations daily, but faces financial difficulties because they lack the know-how to manage their resources effectively. When they combine positive thinking with financial literacy, they start to experience tangible, long-lasting results. The takeaway is clear: spiritual growth and practical financial skills must work together. By gaining financial education, you not only open yourself up to receiving abundance, but also create the ideal conditions for money to flow effortlessly into your life. Remember, true wealth lies in both attracting it and managing it wisely. As we dive into the powerful vibrations that draw financial abundance, let's reaffirm our dedication to aligning with the frequency of wealth. Your presence here signifies your commitment to transforming your financial reality. Comment below, I am ready to align with abundance as a declaration of your devotion to this journey. Now, let's continue to uplift our mindset and invite the effortless flow of wealth into our lives. As we come to the end of this video, I hope you feel empowered to take action and align your energy with the frequency of abundance. Remember, money is energy, and by raising your vibration through positive thoughts, gratitude, and self-belief, you open the doors to financial flow. It's not just about working harder, it's about working with the universe, vibrating at a frequency where money naturally gravitates toward you. Now, I encourage you to apply these principles daily. Whether it's through affirmations, visualization, or simply shifting your mindset, the power is in your hands. How do you plan to elevate your financial vibration? Share your thoughts in the comments, and let's continue this journey together. If this message resonates with you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more transformative insights from spiritual wisdom. Remember, abundance is waiting for you. Are you ready to receive it?